Dear Patriots, please subscribe to our patriotic channel. Like and share this video so your friends can see it. Thank you. Obama mole found in Trump White House, identity rocks nation. Ever since Donald Trump took office, his White House has been plagued by a series of damning leaks. Now, however, it appears that Trump is closer than ever to determining who this leaker actually is. Daily Vine reported that thanks to a mistake that was just made by the leaker, it is now known that the leak is someone in a tiny little circle that includes National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster. North Carolina Republican Representative Mark Meadows, the chairman of the conservative House Freedom Caucus, just spoke out to say that the leak had to come from the White House National Security Team previously headed by McMaster. Here's the big deal. If you've got the National Security Council team leaking to the press, that's a big deal, he said. Quite frankly, some of the other stuff they've leaked is actually a crime. Trump has since fired McMaster and is still looking closely at his former team to see if he can figure out which one of them was the leaker. McMaster's replacement, former U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations John Bolton, spoke out last week to slam the White House leaker. When asked about the leak of the note Trump was given saying "do not congratulate" during his call with Russian President Vladimir Putin, Bolton held nothing back with his response. "When I read about the leak of the note and the subject, I was outraged by it," Bolton said. "You cannot conduct diplomacy, you cannot expect other foreign leaders to be candid and open in their conversations with the president if some munchkin in the executive branch decides they're going to leak the talking points or the transcript or any other aspect of it. And I think this is really a terrible reflection on the individual or individuals who did this. They should be ashamed of themselves," he continued. "And I think whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, a liberal or a conservative, there ought to be unity on this point that leaking of that sort is simply unacceptable." What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Dear Patriots, please subscribe to our patriotic channel. Like and share this video so your friends can see it. Thank you. Major arrest rocks D.C. Breaking, an arrest has just been made that has rocked Washington, D.C. to its very core. ABC News reported that the FBI just announced that an arrest has been made after suspicious packages were found at military bases and CIA headquarters in the Washington, D.C. area. Tan Kong Fan, 43, was arrested in his Everett, Washington home on Monday by FBI agents. The FBI said that agents determined Fan had sent the packages, which contained potential destructive devices, from the Seattle area to mail processing facilities at military bases and CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia. A source close to the investigation said that at least one of the suspicious packages sent to the military and government facilities included a long, rambling and largely unintelligible message, printed out on white paper. The source added that the message made multiple references to synaptic frequency and President Donald Trump. "President Trump businessman, we want $250 million, all you dead," the note read at one point. The Secret Service had been aware of Fan previously, as he had sent letters to Trump's White House. "We are tracking the delivery of suspicious packages to multiple military installations in the National Capital Region," a Department of Defense spokesperson said in a statement. "This incident is currently under investigation and we refer all queries to the Federal Bureau of Investigation." The FBI released a statement saying the joint investigation with the U.S. Postal Inspection Service is ongoing, and it is possible that more packages were mailed to additional mail processing facilities in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. This just goes to show how much danger Trump's government is in every day. The mainstream media has vilified members of his government to the point where they are constantly in danger of attack from deranged liberals. What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Dear Patriots, please subscribe to our patriotic channel. Like and share this video so your friends can see it. Thank you. Here's who is about to be booted from Trump's cabinet. After just 1 year in office, Donald Trump has already fired numerous members of his administration. Now, the latest people to be on his chopping block have been revealed. The Los Angeles Times reported that one person who may be in danger is Trump's Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos, who has been met with protests and ridicule since she was appointed. She was particularly mocked for a recent 60 Minutes interview in which she gave vague answers on school choice, sexual assault on college campuses and other issues. Steve Schmidt, a longtime Republican strategist, described the interview as bad. "She humiliated herself and the administration," he said. "That's what Trump hates most, humiliation. But, for now, she remains." Another person who could be in danger is Trump's chief of staff John Kelly. Insiders say Trump has turned on Kelly and that the president has complained the management structure in the West Wing doesn't suit the freewheeling style he employed as a businessman. Kelly also recently made negative headlines when he acknowledged he mishandled accusations of domestic abuse that were made by ex-wives of Rob Porter, who resigned in February from his job as White House staff secretary. Trump's Secretary of Treasury Stephen Mnuchin is also on the chopping block, as he has been making the news for all the wrong reasons. Back in August, he took a military jet from New York to Washington, saying he needed a secure phone line in a trip that cost $25,000. He also received criticism for flying on a government plane to Kentucky, where he viewed the solar eclipse with his wife. Attorney General Jeff Sessions has been on the chopping block ever since Trump slammed him for recusing himself from the Russia inquiry last year. So why aren't the committees and investigators, and of course our beleaguered AG, looking into crooked Hillary's crimes and Russia relations? Trump tweeted last summer. Schmidt said that at some point, the humiliation may just be too much to overcome and that Sessions might leave on his own. You would think that might have happened months ago. Who do you think the next person to be fired from Trump's White House will be? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Previous article. Dear Patriots, please subscribe to our patriotic channel. Like and share this video so your friends can see it. Thank you. Terrifying Trump impeachment announcement. The White House has reportedly gone into full panic mode, as Donald Trump's top advisors are expecting a vote to impeach President Trump if Democrats win control of the House in the November midterm elections. Making matters even worse, depending on the size of the liberal majority, the advisors are expecting it to pass. "If we lose the House, it's a given that they'll try to get a vote to impeach," said one Trump advisor, according to the Washington Examiner. Another Trump insider added, "It is being discussed." The one silver lining is that even if the House votes to impeach Trump, the White House is confident that the Senate would not convict the president, since some 67 votes would be needed for this to happen. "No one serious that I know is worried about the Senate convicting," said a New York Trump advisor. "There's no question that Democrats upset with President Trump will begin aggressive oversight hearings as well as start the push for impeachment," explained Ron Bongian, who advised a Republican House Speaker and Republican Senate Majority Leader. Even if a vote cleared a Democrat majority-led House, it would be very difficult to gain Senate approval because it would then take 67 votes to achieve removing the president. That means Senate Democrats would have to be unanimous as well as bringing with them more than a handful of Republicans. One GOP insider, however, warned that 7 Senate Republicans have taken anti-Trump positions and could vote for conviction. Despite this, other insiders have warned that impeaching Trump could backfire on Democrats as the 2020 election nears. If the Democrats actually did this, it would prove a political disaster for them, said Trump friend and Newsmax chief Christopher Ruddy. He's not going to be impeached unless Special Prosecutor Robert Mueller's team shows proven wrongdoing. There's no appetite for it, added a top Senate Democrat advisor. Beyond that, Nancy Pelosi already said no to impeachment and support for her is tenuous. If she wants to remain leader, she'll need to keep that commitment. The GOP is hoping that Trump's White House will fight especially hard to keep the majority in both the House and Senate. It is a fear in GOP circles, but more than anything it should be a fear first and foremost in the White House. The prospect of Nancy Pelosi as Speaker and Chuck Schumer as Majority Leader should be all the motivation the president needs to get much more engaged in the midterms than he's been so far, said a longtime advisor to numerous GOP leaders. What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Dear Patriots, please subscribe to our patriotic channel. Like and share this video so your friends can see it. Thank you. Fed up Jesse Watters goes rogue on David Hogg on live TV. Fox News host Jesse Watters has finally had enough of Parkland shooting survivor turned radical anti-gun activist David Hogg's nonsense, and he isn't afraid to say it. The Daily Caller reported that Watters went rogue during Monday's episode of The Five to deliver some choice words to Hogg that the teenager definitely wasn't expecting. "You want people involved in democracy, and that's fine," Watters said, going on to cite the numerous contradictions in the March for Our Lives demonstrators' argument. "And all these people are being protected by heavily armed security guards, and that's fine," Watters said, shifting to focusing only on Hogg. He started off, and I've seen him on Fox News, he started off as this balanced, nice kid who was reporting the facts about what were happening at the school. And he's just now become a real bomb thrower. And someone like this I think isn't helping the conversation. This guy makes people think, you are coming for my guns. You're gonna say that Rubio has blood on his hands because he takes money from the NRA? Maybe he takes money from the NRA because he supports the Second Amendment. It would be more scandalous if the NRA was buying off Democrats and they were voting for legislation even though they didn't believe in it, Watters continued. So, that doesn't make any sense to me. Watters pointed out that when school shootings occur, liberals blame everyone from the politicians to the NRA, except for the shooter himself. In this particular situation the guy had a rifle because the Bill of Rights said an 18-year-old with no criminal record can have a rifle, Watters said. And it was the police, and the school, and the FBI. Those were the people that failed. Let's just take a broader look, and not just target the NRA. Boom. Share this story if you agree with Jesse Watters about David Hogg.